Hello, everyone. My name is Terrence Stone. I am the founder of urbanspiritual.org. Most of you know me by this face. This is the guy that you see next to all of my posts. Not too far off, but thought I'd do a little post in my normal dude attire. Um, the reason I'm doing this post a little differently, I've never done a video post, a video blog before, is so my readers can get more of a sense of who I am. I mean, I know that even a brief video doesn't really show that, but I think it does, in some sense, a little more than just reading my words. Um, I always get a sense that there's a bit of a disconnect between um, me and my readers that is hard to bypass with just words on a digital page, as it were. Um, so today I just want to address a question that I've been getting a lot from different people online and in um, my daily life, which is why did I start Urban Spiritual? And also the comments, another comment that I've been getting is you seem to have a lot of things really figured out. And well, to that one, I just want to say that is not the case at all. I think, and to answer the first question a little bit, I think one of the reasons that I did start this blog is because I don't have anything figured out. I think that life is a question, and I think that we need to keep asking ourselves questions. Um, because when we stop that, when we believe that we have something figured out, then we're done. You know, there's no real room for growth there. So to answer the question, I did it for myself. I did it to attempt to answer some questions and to find new questions to ask. And in that process, the goal was to get other people involved in those questions, in those personal questions. And because if those questions, if in seeking to answer those questions helps me, then I have to believe that it will help many others as well. At least that's the hope. Um, so that is the why, part of the why I started Urban Spiritual. And the other part is if you look at my about page on the actual website, you'll see that my ultimate goal is to promote honest and compassionate human interaction, whether it be virtually online or in face-to-face everyday life. I think that compassion is the foundation of my blog, and I think that I want it to be, and that it is slowly but surely becoming the foundation of my existence. And what does that mean? What is compassion? Well, I think that's something that everyone has to answer for himself, herself. But I would use a quote that I've used before on my blog by Jack Kornfield. And if you don't know who he is, I would urge you to look him up. He's a very intelligent and wise guy. But he said that if your compassion does not include yourself, then it is incomplete. And I believe that wholeheartedly. Our compassion for each one of us needs to first and foremost be directed at and include ourselves. Because how can you truly care for another person in a selfless way, in a truly compassionate way, without knowing really what that feels like and how you do that? And who better to test that on than your own self? Now, maybe I'm preaching to the choir a little bit. Maybe a lot of you do this already. I know that I have to make it an active part of my day. I make it a part of my meditation when I do loving kindness, metta, and karuna, which is compassion in Pali, meditation. It's something that I know I have to do because I'm a person who's prone to self-deprecation and self-loathing, and it has become a very important part of my day and part of my life to generate compassion toward myself and then outward toward others. So that's all I'll say for now about that, because I've written a lot about it. You can read more about it on Urban Spiritual. And I'd just like to pose the question, really think about it. When was the last time you had a compassionate thought toward yourself? If you're not someone who does this consciously, who does this every day, think about it. When was the last time you were kind to yourself? And I'd just like to finish up with a poem that I wrote and I shared on Urban Spiritual a while back, which I think hits on this notion of compassion. So here it is. It's called I Hold You in My Heart. I hold you in my heart, not your silken skin, not your wandering eyes, not your whispering lips, not the burns on your soul, just you, as you are, beneath the veil, above the storming seas, below the cracking sky, weaving through the cosmos, all that is and is not. I hold you in my heart, as a lantern in the caverns of my being, illuminating all the desirable, casting shadows on the rest, warming the hearth with fiery presence. I hold you in my heart, when there is nothing left for talons to sink and grasp, when I am, and nothing more. I hold you in my heart. So that was the poem that I'll leave you with. And I'm wishing you a day filled with compassion toward yourself and toward others. I hope you enjoyed. I'll speak to you soon.